You can make an immediate difference in your own lives, the lives of the people all across this country, because their election will put an end to the block in Washington on that $2,000 stimulus check. That money that will go out the door immediately. They're going to be $1,400, period. That's what the American people were promised. That's what the American people were promised. And the debate over $2,000 isn't some abstract debate in Washington. It's about real lives. I'm not cutting the size of the checks. They're going to be $1,400, period. That's literally true. If you send John and the Reverend to Washington, those $2,000 checks will go out the door, restoring hope and decency and honor for so many people who are struggling right now. 85% of American households will get direct payments of $1,400 per person. $2,000 stimulus check. They're going to be $1,400, period. Total of $2,000, $1,400 per person. It's going to be tough to get this done. We have to do it. People's lives literally depend on it. We will finish the job of getting a total of $2,000 in cash relief to people who need it the most. I'm not cutting the size of the checks. They're going to be $1,400, period. That's what the American people were promised. $2,000 is going to go a long way. They're going to be $1,400, period. Yes. Period. $2,000 for a typical middle-class family of four, husband and wife working, making $100,000 a year total with 3 kids. They'll get $5,600. I mean, with 2 kids, they'll get $5,600, and it'll be on the way soon. That money that will go out the door immediately, and it'll be on the way soon. Immediately. Soon. I think I've been proven right across the board.
So you get nothing. You lose.
This is that moment where the American people should be able to count on the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States to speak truth, to embrace fact, to embrace science.
$2,000 stimulus check.
You were supposed to have the kids here by 5. We have plans.
It's 5:15. Stop busting my hump, Alicia.
Okay, you know what? Let's not do this in front of the kids.
God, you're right. Whatever happened to us?
Hey, baby, you ready for dinner? What's up, Scott? We gonna get some barbecue.
Now that Democrats are set to take control of the U.S. Senate, House, and the White House, it's setting the stage for those $2,000 stimulus checks.
Get on the phones, get those Republicans in the Senate to support $2,000 in relief.
The Republican leader has refused to allow us to vote on legislation to provide the American people $2,000 checks. One of the first things that I want to do when our new senators are seated is deliver the $2,000 checks to the American families. Republican and Democrat strongly support $2,000 checks. Now, on the checks and the $2,000 checks, an overwhelming bipartisan majority in the House supports 2,000 checks.
But Schumer says that Democrats in the Senate expect to introduce a proposal with a few key elements. First, increasing the amount of those direct checks to $2,000 per person.
Senate Democrats strongly support $2,000 checks.
And that's a big deal. $2,000 checks could ease the pain just long enough for millions of Americans to remember that this is the good our government can do in moments like these.
Even President Trump supports $2,000 checks. The only way to deliver the $2,000 survival checks to Americans is to pass the bipartisan House-passed bill. The American people can expect those $1,400 checks for each person in the family to be delivered by the end of March.
The Democrats did not come through on the $2,000 checks. Here's a reminder of what they said when they wanted your vote.
Somebody might want to ask those people what a $2,000 a check per adult would mean.
We need more here to exploit the opportunity that is here. And in the meantime, this $2,000 will go a long way.
We will be able to pass $2,000 stimulus checks for the people next week.
We'll deliver the $2,000 stimulus checks, and that begins with the $2,000 stimulus.
When you send me and Reverend Warnock to the Senate, we will pass those $2,000 stimulus checks.
They will make decisions about whether we give people a $2,000 check.
We need to pass $2,000 stimulus checks.
They lied. There's no other way you can fairly analyze this situation. There's no way. The objective truth is that they lied.
There was $600 payments, as you know, in the $900 billion package that passed in December. This is $1,400. Together, that's $2,000. So it would be delivering on the promise he made, and it's something that he is firmly sticking by.
$2,000 stimulus check.
Now, some people say, well, they were saying $2,000 checks before the $600 checks. So now that they lowered it to $1,400, they still get full credit.
There was $600 payments, as you know, in the $900 billion package that passed in December. This is $1,400. Together, that's $2,000.
But they were also saying $2,000 checks after the $600 already passed. So if you're saying $2,000, it's not like immediately after the $600 passed, then they went out there and said $1,400 more. No. They said $2,000 after the $600 already passed. So it would mean a total of $2,600, not a total of $2,000.
So, thank you for being here. Got it. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
And as you see, despite the best efforts of the poll reporters, the president not taking questions.
The bill was supported overwhelmingly by the American people, Democrats, independents, and Republicans, and had a strong support of governors and mayors across the country in both parties, red states and blues. And I don't look at this in terms of the way he does. Blue states and red states. They're all the United States.
1 second later.
And look at the states that are having such a spike in the coronavirus. They're the red states. Blue states and red states. They're all the United States. And look at the states that are having such a spike in the coronavirus. They're the red states. In President Biden's America, there will be no red states or blue states. There'll only be the United States of America. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States. No red states, no blue states, just the United States. And had a strong support of governors and mayors across the country in both parties, red states and blues.
Help has arrived, America.
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Said help was on the way.